What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to 55 Fandom. It definitely is the end of an era. I mean, the Guardians, they're done now. James Gunn, he's gone to DC. Wow, what a film. This is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it, click away. Let's do it. Alright, this film, in my opinion, it's just probs like the best Guardians film. I want to start with the film, with the beginning, right? We begin with Rocket in this film, and we end with Rocket in this film, to show that his story has been complete, and that it has come full circle. So we start with Rocket broken at the start of the film, and then we start with Rocket completely repaired at the end of the film. And that was amazing. I mean, the sheer transformation. I mean, this is Rocket's movie, alright? No matter what you want to say, this is Rocket's movie. James Gunn said this. And this character of Rocket has been, like, slowly built up over 9 years. We know little about his past, and then his past is shown in this film. And you know what Rocket starts doing at the end of the film? Rocket starts to dance. Rocket starts to sing. Rocket starts to sing and dance. Rocket starts to laugh, but not in a sarcastic laugh. I mean laugh. And that showed Rocket was fully healed. He's no longer a sarcastic raccoon who thinks he's not a raccoon. No, he is Rocket Raccoon. And that to me was amazing. Like, what James was able to accomplish with that character in that amount of time was breathtaking. The story is so beautiful, like beautifully written. Not beautiful, it's tragic. I was crying, like I cried at the start of the film when Adam Warlock just hammered Rocket through the wall. I was crying then. When they were like getting the med packs on, I was like, oh shoot, they're gonna kill him off in the first 5 minutes. This is what's gonna lead the Guardians to find the High Evolutionary. Oh no. But they kept him alive. But the film centers around him. The film is set up because of him. They have to find something, or like a code, to make sure he doesn't die. And then while he's in the coma, he's having all these memories that we're seeing. Let's talk about that heaven scene. Because in the trailer, I was like, nah, he's definitely crying over Rocket. And he was. Because let's face it, right? Rocket was dead. He was dead for like 1 minute, 30 seconds. His heart stopped. So, I kind of predicted it, right? He kind of did die. But that scene, the music and Bradley Cooper's like, can I come with you? And then the otter's like, my beautiful raccoon, of course you can. But not yet. And I was like, oh, thank God. We're not going to say goodbye to Rocket. And he's like, I'm not a raccoon. And he just wakes up, but like Gamora going, he's gone. He's gone. And Star-Lord like, no, he's my best friend, no. And like the sheer emotion Chris Pratt, he's, no. And like, he's taking all the wires off Rocket and he's, boom, and oh my. Think about the bond this family has. And Star-Lord goes through an arc as well. Because James just knows his characters. Star-Lord's like, oh yeah, everyone leaves me in my life. But do I leave them? Like, oh yeah, my mother left me. Gamora left me, she died. But hang on a minute. I left my grandpa. I left my mum while she was dying. And it's through Mantis, his sister, that he finds this. But he needs to go back and just experience Earth life. Come back down to Earth. And that is why they end with, like, him munching the cereal. It's his arc being complete. Mantis was great, man. Honestly, she showed Peter, or told him, like, what he had to do. And he took that advice. And Mantis' whole thing has always been emotions. She can manipulate emotions, but she's also, in this film as well, she's very good at telling people, not how to feel, but telling people their buried emotions that they're too scared to look into and self-search themselves. And that's Mantis' purpose on the team. Let's touch on Drax, because like people are like, oh my god, the thing they do with Drax in this film, insane. I don't think it's insane, personally. I think it's good, but I don't think it's insane, because in the first film, we're like, yeah, that's Drax the Destroyer. But think about this, he's been in the MCU for 9 years. This was Dave Bautista's last film. And he hasn't destroyed anyone. They've destroyed Drax's reputation. But Drax hasn't destroyed anyone. And he's called Drax the Destroyer. I like that Drax is good with kids. And that he's going to try and become like a foster father again. And that's where we're going to leave him in Dave Bautista. But he's not called Drax the Dad. He's not called Drax the Daddy, is he? He didn't even kill Thanos. So, while I'm happy for him, and I think, yeah, with where you took him since Volume 2, I think that was always the way to go. But he was never destroying anyone. And this was Dave Bautista's last film as him. Yeah. I like Nebula at the start of the film. I like that she's, like, taking on the leader role, because Star-Lord keeps getting drunk. But I feel as towards, like, the middle and the final bits of the film, she just shouts at poor Mantis. She shouts at Drax. She just shouts at everyone. But she had a complete arc as well. She even says it in the final bits. She's like, I'm building, like, an empire or, like, a place that I wanted to live. But my father wouldn't allow me. So her arc was wrapped up beautifully. Star-Lord's was wrapped up beautifully. Rocket, again, was wrapped up superbly. Amazing. Rocket has always been my favourite Guardian. Drax, for what they wanted him to do, yeah, it was wrapped up. Mantis wasn't wrapped up lovely. I liked her thing, is that she wants to do something for herself, because she's done what Ego wants her to do, and she's done what the Guardians wanted to do. So she was wrapped up very nice. Groot. The biggest thing for Groot, he was even wrapped up because he said something that wasn't I am Groot. He said, I love you guys. And I was like, oh my god, he can speak words. Or he can speak like 3 words. 4 words. Vin Diesel has actually done something in the recording booth. Kraglin and Cosmo were fine. I think they were kind of a side thought. You could imagine what they were going to do with Kraglin, really. Like, maybe I'm not worthy of this arrow. Like, that was a given. Cosmo, I feel like Cosmo is just there to sell toys, and give, like, a bit of comic service, which I like. Like, I like comic characters. But if you're not going to use them well, it's like, what's the point, really? Adam Warlock was a big letdown in this film, honestly. I didn't enjoy him really that much. This is probably the funniest Guardians film. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, Mantis is like, Drax, maybe I wanted a Zorgnut. And Drax is like, oh, well, there's no more left. And then he eats one. Also with Groot, I love that he was, like, really protective of his adopted father. Like, he was going to go for high evolutionary, like, the scowl he pulls and that, I am Groot. That was insane. And then, when Mantis and Drax waved goodbye to each other, I was like, guys, don't go. Don't go your separate ways. No. But they did. Rocket is now the captain of the Guardians. He's got Groot, he's got himself, he's got Kraglin, he's got Cosmo, he's got Adam Warlock, and the Jib girl. I think Drax is, like, adopted or something. But we got King Groot in the post-credit, which was insane. I was like, come on! And when they were like, what's your favourite song, Captain? And he's like, well, this one is a personal favourite. And it's, come and get your love. And it ends on that song. And the franchise, again, started on that song. Incredible. Incredible storytelling from an incredible man. All the Guardians are wrapped up in, like, a pretty little bow, and you end it like that. This is a perfect film. The only thing I would say, like, a little plot hole, where's Star-Lord's mask? That didn't show up at all, and he could have used that in space when he was being frozen. And Gamora and Star-Lord not getting back together, I thought that was plausible. Like, I put that in my predictions. They wouldn't work out. This Gamora is completely different. So I was very happy with that, because I think it would have been a bit cliche for, oh my god, look, they're going to get back together like every other film in cinema. Best soundtrack ever as well. And the CGI was good. Like, you know, Marvel have been tripping with CGI lately. This CGI was actually good. It was actually really good. The High Evolutionary is just a villain that I want the Guardians to take him down. I want them to, like, kill him. I want them to kill him. I like when Rocket's like going through and he's like scratching him. I was like, Rocket, kill him. James Gunn, thank you for finishing the trilogy. Thank you, Disney, for hiring him again. And I can't wait to see what you do at DC. And thank you for ending the Guardians really spectacularly.